Hi FlossTube, I'm Sally. I'm Stitchy Sally here on YouTube and also over on Instagram. Today is the 26th of September 2024 and this is FlossTube number 85. A very warm welcome, whether you are a new or a returning viewer. It is lovely to have you here, and I hope if you are new you will enjoy what you see and hit the subscribe button. I think I'm still 15 away from 1500 subscribers. I lose subscribers, I gain subscribers, I lose subscribers, I gain subscribers, so I'm not making any inroad to the 1500 mark, but never mind. So it's been just over 3 weeks since I last filmed. I was planning on filming yesterday, but then we went out, which was lovely, just to get out of all the chaos that's going on at the moment. I leave life updates till the end, and then if you don't want to listen to that you can just stop the video after I've spoken about all the stitching. So I'm going to get on, and first off I'll show you my book of days, seeing as we are coming to the end of September. Can you believe it? End of September, and there we go. So as you can see, I have stitched every day so far apart from here. I think I'd had some, I don't know whether they're ocular migraines or visual migraines, not sure whether there's a difference, but I'd had a couple that day. I usually tend, when I get them, to get a couple and then I don't get any for a few weeks, so I had a couple that day and I just didn't want to stitch. So yeah, that's September. I've had a couple of fully finishes, so I'll show you those now, and these are Blackbird designs and they're from the Merry December stocking booklet. They are not my best ever finishes, but they are finished. So I've just backed them with this check fabric. Whoops. Pop to 2024. Oh, that's a bit glary. Pop to 2024 charm on. So they're all ready to go on my tree this year. I am happy with them. They're just not quite the right shape, but do you know what? They're finished, and that's all that matters as far as I'm concerned. So that's those, and then I have a finish, not fully finished, and this is from Home for the Holidays by Blackbird Designs, and it is stocking number 1, Poinsettia. Now this is stitched on 32 count vintage country mocha, 2/2. Did not read the instructions, they're supposed to be stitched 1/1, but mine will be stitched 2/2. And I used a Victorian Motto Sample Shop hand-dyed floss, and it's Antique Rose G. Don't know what G stands for, but yeah, that's what I stitched that one in. And obviously they're bigger, so hopefully they might just be a little less fiddly than the small ones to make up. And I also have a gift stitch that I did to show you. So it is lovely Sally, who is Flossy Sews and Grows on Instagram and YouTube, and it's her 50th birthday today, and I have had a message from Sally this morning to say that she's opened this, and I'm happy to say that she likes it as well. So this is what I stitched for her. It's Yasmin's Made with Love to My Friend. I don't know the fabric and I can't remember the floss that I used. No, without looking, I don't know what it was. So those are my finishes, fully finishes. So we'll start on whips now. Bear with me while I find the pattern. So the first whip is Frog Cottage Designs, and it's Heather Brown 1905. and I've been stitching this one here. I am going to stitch these two as well. So this one I am using sorry, excuse me, the DMC conversion. Bit of a mess. As always, you should know by now my threads are a bit of a mess. And sorry, I've barely coughed all day. So I'm using a 32 count Coffee Craft Fabrics Opalescent, and this was one of Megan's Fabric of the Month. Megan doesn't name her fabrics. Not Fabric of the Month, Super Sunday Sale, Super Sale Sunday. I don't know, but it's on her Facebook group if you would like to go and join there. So I have made some changes on this. I changed the colour of the lettering because it didn't show up on my fabric, and as you can see, I've changed the year to 1898 and the name to Ethel Gilby, and she was my grandma. So not too much more to do. I've just got that border to stitch round and the heart at the other end. I had already stitched the two hearts and then I had to unpick them to make them fit better. So yeah, really, really pleased with that. Loved my grandma to bits. She was an absolutely wonderful woman. And sadly, she died when I think I was 7 or 8. So yeah. So that is that one. I'm not quite sure how I am going to personalise the other two pieces yet. I have some thoughts, but just not 100% sure yet. I need to have a look and see what I can do. So then my Tuesday night stitch, I do that on a Monday at the moment. So my Tuesday night stitch is with my dear friends Barb, who is BattyBat210 on Instagram, and Mouse, who is Tales of a Stitching Mouse, also on Instagram. So this is Blackbird Designs Summer, and I'm going to stitch all 3 of them, the summer, autumn and winter. And I'm using the DMC conversion off the chart. Can't really see those very well. It's a bit dull today as well, and I haven't got my ring light on. And I'm stitching this 1/1 on 25 count. I can't remember the fabric. Cannot remember the fabric. No, it's not coming to me either. So that is where I am up to. As you can see, I have a bird and a strawberry and a big flower motif here. I'm really, really pleased with that. I love how it's coming along. It is quite slow going because obviously I'm doing it 1/1 on 25 count, so it does slow you down an awful lot, I think. It's rather like stitching on 40 count. I always find 40 count goes a lot slower. But I'm loving that. Really, really enjoying that. And then on a Wednesday, I stitch Barbara Anna's. So for hashtag Barbara Anna Wednesdays. And that was originally myself and lovely Sally at Flossie Sews and Grows. And we have got a few other people joining us, so I'm just going to have a look here and make sure that I get everybody. We've got Audrey the Fancy Froggy, Debbie, who is Debbie Ann 2018, Sue, who is Sue Walker 11, Sarah, who is Sarah Mandler, and I hope I've pronounced your surname right, Sarah. And then also joining us now, we've got Mia, who is Missing in a Stitch, and she is on FlossTube and Instagram with that name. And then Sarah, who is Cross Stitch Sarah, and she is also on YouTube and Instagram, and I will link to those two also down below, as well as the other ladies who are joining us. So I am stitching Barbara Anna Designs Dreaming Frida, and I just love Love this design. As I've said before, I love most of Barbara Anna's Dreaming Girls. There's just the odd one or two that I'm not particularly keen on. And I am using DMC threads. Beautiful, beautiful colours. Nice bright colours. And I'm stitching this on a piece of 32 count Storm Grey linen. And there we have her. So I've got her hair done. Nearly got all the face done. Most of this top bit done here. So she's coming along really, really nicely. Just makes me smile. I just love these designs. So fun. So that is that one. Sorry, I'm putting everything away. I don't want to leave a mess. I just want to be able to gather it all up and put it back in the big bag that I keep all of my project bags in. And then I haven't got anything kitted up for a Friday. I was doing no, sorry, a Thursday. It's Thursday today. I was doing birthday gifts. I am going to go back to that eventually, so I haven't kitted anything else up. I'm just going to stitch on something that I've already got on the go instead of kitting something up and starting something new for the time being. So we'll move on to my Friday night sheep stitch, which I do with my lovely friend Barb, Batty Bat 210. And this is Little House Needleworks My Sheep. I was going to change this, but I can't think of what else I would like to put in there. I still might yet. And I'm stitching this with DMC. It's mostly DMC on the chart with just a few classic colourworks, but I'm just using DMC. Now, this is a piece of fabric from Stash. I think it's not Zweigart, it's a lot thinner than Zweigart. It was sort of I was given quite a lot of fabric last year. So I think it's an off-white. Should really have got a board for this, but never mind. So there she is. Oh, it is. It is not a she. So yeah, it's going really, really well. I've started on that bottom border there. I did consider not stitching that bottom border, just so it was finished, but it's a really pretty border, and I think I would rather have it in than not. So then I just need to decide on what wording I'm going to put in there, whether I'm just going to use what's on the chart or put in something different. But that's looking really, really nice now. A little bit bored with it, but sometimes we just get like that, don't we, with our stitching. And then I started a new stocking because obviously I finished the other one. Where's my thread gone? There it is. So, as I said before, these are from Home for the Holidays by Blackbird Designs, and I've started this one, which is My Heart is Home. It's the second stocking, and I'm stitching all of them on 32 count vintage country mocha. I'm using, on this one, I decided to use a few different threads. I am stitching each one in the same colour. I'm not using the 2 or 3 colours that are on the actual chart. So I'm using 1169, a sulky, 12 weight. So this is where I'm at. I haven't cut my piece of fabric because I did have a couple of people on the Blackbird Designs website telling me I'd wasted fabric, which I know that I have. I don't like wasting fabric, but I just wasn't sure So I did that one like that, and then I'm just going to try and fit as many as I can on this piece of fabric. So that's where I'm up to with that one. And they are really lovely to stitch. Really enjoying those. And I'm this is my Saturday night stitch with my dear friend Lainey Main on Instagram. And I have a cottage garden thread there that I showed when I got quite a bit of haul. I think it was in my last floss tube to stitch one of them in. Just put that back in there. Put those back in there. And I've just finished them all off at the same time. Although maybe not. Why would I do that to myself? And then my last whip, I think, is the one that I get the most enjoyment out of at the moment, to be honest. Okay, where's my threads? There we go. So my next whip is this one, and it's Long Dog Samplers The Pilgrim, and I'm using a few hashtags for this. Just bear with me a moment while I find them. So my first Long Dog Sal, which is hosted by lovely Amanda of Alba Stitcher. Yes, Alba Stitcher on Instagram and YouTube. And then Let's Get the Dogs Out Sal, hosted by lovely Elaine, Ellie Welly Stitcher. And then this one, I don't know who started this one. So if it's you, just can you give me a just give me a shout to let me know if it was you, and then I can mention your name. Long Dog Sampler Sunday. So I am using, and I know I say this every time, but if you're new, you don't know, do you? Anchor Black, DMC White for the back stitch that's on the black, and Carrie's Creations Old World Red for the wording. And I'm using, it's a 20 count Balana, an off-white, and I did think that I'd finished page 5, so I gridded page 6 and then realised that I still had a little bit to do down here, but that shouldn't take too long. And I just love this. I just love the way it stitches up, the way it's looking. There's bits that you just don't see until you've actually stitched it. So many different elements, and I love it. Love, love, love it. So yeah, that is the one that's bringing me the most joy at the moment. Absolutely love it. So that's everything that I've been stitching over the last 3 weeks. I do have a couple of other gift stitches that I've done, but I can't show you those yet. I should be able to show those next time, hopefully. Right, a little bit of haul. So I did an order with Patchwork Rabbit because I needed something for a birthday gift. So I already have some of this, but I don't know that it's big enough for what I want to do. So I just got some Basalt Splash, I think it is, 32 count Murano, and then some Weeks Dye Works Deep Sea. I don't very often buy hand-dyed threads now, but this one is for the Peacock Pincushion by Cottage Garden Samplings. So that fabric is possibly going to be for this. I showed this last time, and it's Flossabilities Cabin in the Woods that lovely Lauren of Flossabilities sent to me. Sorry about that. Yeah, lovely Lauren of Flossability, she sent this to me. Now, I meant to mention that and I know it's a few months off yet, but this is going to be my birthday start this year in December. Already made my mind up. So if you have this chart and you would like to join me, it would be lovely to have you along. Yeah, I've already decided on a hashtag. Just came to me, so I thought I'd use it. And that's hashtag Cozy Cabin Birthday Sal. So if you'd like to join in with me, so I'm going to start in December. Please do. Please come and join me. This video is a little bit, I keep going a little bit blurry. And no, that's not my glasses, it's me. It's definitely the video, so I do apologise, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, if you'd like to join me, that's that. So I think that's everything stitch-wise. I've just got these little bits. We've been, as you know from my last floss tube, my husband's auntie passed away. And we've just been doing little bits in the house, just really to tidy things up a bit and what have you. Bagging her clothes up for the charity shop and things like that. And we were going through some drawers and I found these. I don't know how long ago I stitched these, but there's this one. And I think that was from me and my husband. And then there was this one, which was from my daughters, that I stitched for her. And then there's this one, which was from Cross Stitcher magazine, that my two daughters gave her. And then this one, which was from me and my husband. And I'm going to frame that, because anybody who knows me knows that robins are my absolute favourite birds. So I'm going to frame that. So yeah, just thought I'd show you those. There are quite a few bits on the wall that I've stitched from time to time. I think they will eventually come home with me. So I'll just do a very quick life update. As you can tell, my cough hasn't gone. As usual, some days are worse than others. It doesn't seem so bad at the moment. When I go to my husband's auntie's house, I had noticed that I was coughing more while I was in there, and also when I got back home. And it hasn't been lived in for 2 years. It's quite dusty. It's a little bit damp, even though we've kept the heating on through the winter. So I now wear a mask when I'm in there. I've been back to the doctors. I'm having more blood tests next week for allergies, just to see if there's anything that I'm allergic to, like dust mites, pollen, things like that, just to see if that throws any light, obviously with me coughing. When I'm up there, up at his auntie's house. So I have the blood test next week, and then I don't know where we'll go from there, because I've been taking an antihistamine anyway. And it doesn't seem to have helped very much, but anyway, we'll see how that goes. Still on the waiting list for the suspected basal cell carcinoma, so I think I'm about 8 weeks in now, so we'll just have to see how that goes, how much longer I've got to wait for that. I haven't referred myself for therapy. I've not been doing too bad. Just now and again I'll get a little bit anxious or a little bit down. If I do feel that I need to, I am going to do it. I'm not going to mess about. But sometimes when you don't quite know what it is, what it is that's getting to you, and talking's difficult, isn't it? Why does this damn camera keep going blurry? Or is it me? Is it me? No, it's not me. It's definitely the camera. It's not my eyes. Yeah, we had a day out last week. We went to Sowerby Park, Holland Park. They had a dinosaur display, Lego dinosaur display. And if you are local, you will have seen maybe on the local news that one of their dinosaurs went missing. Little green baby dinosaur out of the rose garden went missing. And he definitely wasn't there when we were there on Thursday, because we went back to look for him. Abby had got it up on her phone of how many there was and where they all, what, you know, see what we were missing. And he definitely wasn't there on Thursday. So hopefully they'll get him back. They're not small, so how the hell anybody would get out with a Lego dinosaur, I do not know. But we really, really enjoyed that. We had a look around the zoo and a walk around the gardens, and it was really, really nice. We didn't get around the hall, unfortunately, but maybe next time we go. And then yesterday we went up to the Bridlington Animal Park and Bird of Prey Centre, which you'll have heard me talk about before. They've got a few new bits, so that was nice as well. Really enjoyed that. Fell in love with some fennec foxes. They were bloody adorable. So yeah, I think that is probably everything. Don't think I've left anything out. Not watched, well, I have watched FlossTube. I'm way behind, way behind. So I'm really sorry if I don't get round to you, and I normally do. I'm trying. I'm trying really, really hard. But I should get some watch Saturday and Sunday. My husband's out Saturday and Sunday at different things, so I'll probably watch some then. So I think that's me. So don't forget, if you want to join in. I know, like I say, it's a while off. If you want to join in with me with that, please do. It'd be lovely to have you along if you've got the pattern, or if you fancy buying the pattern. You can get PDF versions from Lauren's Etsy store, or you can get hard copies from Rachel at Talking Dog Stitchery, and the links are below in the description box if you would like to do so. So yeah, that is everything. Hopefully I will be back in a couple of months. Oh my god, couple of weeks. A couple of weeks. My mouth just, yeah, it just babbles, doesn't it? So take care, everybody. Oh my god, my husband's gone out for a walk and it is persisting it down. Oh well, he's going to get wet. Yeah, so I will see you in a couple of weeks. Do take care, everybody, and please let's see if I can get to the 1500 mark. Dragging. Not that I'm bothered, to be honest. I'm just happy that people still come and watch me, and yeah, because I know I have a few people that come back every single time I put a FlossTube up, and that means a hell of a lot. So thank you so much for watching. See you in a couple of weeks. Enjoy every stitch. Take care, everybody. Bye.